disadvantage height-wise, but he played it very well.
Come from behind and was able to get a hand on the ball. You know, that was anybody's ball there. The ball was thrown a little high. Of course, the receiver's got a good foot on Defendahl as far as height goes, but Defendahl makes a big play to break that one up.
Second down 10. Blue Devil defense, it's in their hands right now. Ibalarosa looks, he's in the end zone, and he's hit. Lame duck coming out of there. Intercepted. Jones has got it at the 40. Jones at the 40. Turns it inside. Got running room. 35, 30, 25. Jones knocked down at the 23-yard line. And the Blue Devil defense have picked it off. Guys, credit that defense. Somebody got a hand on the quarterback in the end zone, and he threw a lame duck.
Clyde, we had a shot at getting him for a safety as we got a great rush off the corner. He throws it up for grabs, and Jones makes the interception, and it looks like everybody from Oakland's backing it in tonight. They've seen enough. Lebanon has completely turned it around in this second half. John, did you see who got the good pressure on the quarterback of Balarosa?
I'm going to say Schaefer. It come from his side of the ball, and he come out smiling ear to ear, Tommy. What a playmaker tonight for Kyle Schaefer.
You're right, John. I think it was Schaefer. Lebanon now with the football. Lannon underneath. Lannon rolls, bootlegs right. Coming to the near side and running. Turning a corner. Lannon at the 25 to the 20, all the way down to the 21. The flag is on the play, but the clock is down to 1:47.9 right now. The clock is the thing to watch. The Blue Devils have the lead, 20-14. Guys, have you ever seen a ball club turn around from one half to the other like this Lebanon team has done tonight?
Terry, I can't think of a time when we have come from 14 points down at the half.
I mean, it's been a long, long time. They're going to wipe that flag off, so this run's going to stand. In the second half, Chad Lanning, 10 of 12, 215 yards passing only in the second half, and a touchdown.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Lannon was winded. He was down on a knee while they were sorting this thing out.
Heck, I'm winded.
Getting his breath. Ball at the 22, second down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Lannon underneath. Hands off to the fullback up the middle and powering and driving over the 15, over the 14, down to the 12-yard line, and I think enough for a Lebanon first down. Driving the football is Neal. That is Jason Neal, and a big run out of the fullback right there to maybe keep this thing alive. If he didn't get it, he's awfully close, but I think they're going to measure.
A minute 36 to go in the game, and Lebanon leads 20-14 over Oakland. Lebanon with 20 second half points, and they're bringing the sticks across the way. Lebanon's offensive unit goes to the sideline to confer with Moose Marshall. They're going to stretch the chains, and that is a first. Hey, we may score on them again.
Let's put it in there. Blue Devils with the ball at the 12. And it's 1st and 10 for the Blue at the Oakland 12. Lebanon leading 20-14. The Blue Devils coming from 14-0 at halftime, scoring 20 second half points and taking the lead, and now have the football all the way down to the 12 after the Justin Jones interception. Lannon sets his ball club. Trice is the fullback. Power eye to the right. And a flag gonna fly, and a second or two will tick off. It's gonna be against Lebanon. Boys, we have not only overcome the Oakland Football Club, we have overcome a ton of our own mistakes tonight.
Well, Lebanon, give our kids credit.
No doubt they got the fight in them.
We did not play well at all in that first half. 3 turnovers in that first half, 2 of which led directly to Oakland touchdowns.
1st and 10, excuse me. Jones split left. Our 1st and 15, I beg your pardon. Lannon, loose football. Lannon going to dive on it back at the 22, but the clock is running with 1:05, and Oakland will take a timeout and stop it with 1:05.7 left on the scoreboard clock. Lebanon leading 20-14. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
I think on that,
Tommy,
that's all right. I think on that delay, however, with you here, and John, this has been an outstanding second half for these Blue Devils. I'll catch up with you here after this play.
Jones goes left. Lebanon will be looking at, what is that, second down and about 20. I think it's second. 2nd and 20 from the 22. Lanning with a quarterback keeper up the middle. He's going to get down to the 19. And they'll stop the clock with 1 minute and 8 seconds left, and that may be the last timeout that Oakland will have.
Let's leave it right here. John, we're in a situation down here where we're not going to kick a field goal. We're going to try to pick up the first, and if we don't pick up the first, we're just going to leave it in the hands of our defensive unit. Both sides of the football and special teams outstanding here in this second half of football.
Well, it's like two different teams showed up, kind of like Clyde said earlier. First half, it was a different Blue Devil squad. You know, not getting it in the end zone right there before the half, I thought would come back and haunt us. But the Blue Devils showed up in the second half, all aspects of the game, especially on the defensive side. Special teams play was great. The kickoff, the key kickoff, you know, they were expecting the pooch, and our soccer-style kicker kicked it, first time I can remember in a while, all the way down to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, Allison just crushed it.
Unbelievable kick and over the deep man's head. Anytime you got to go retreat to try to catch a kickoff, it's a tough play. He bobbles it. They started on their 5. We stop them with the interception. So this is huge. We're going to try to pick up his first best we can. Probably take a delay game on this next play.
Lebanon trying to upset, I guess you would call it an upset, the State's number 14. Back to pass is Lanning. Looks, Lanning on a draw, and he's going to be hit. Back at the 24, but the clock is running. And Lebanon really don't care too much right now.
Lanning dropped for a loss.
Oakland cannot stop the clock anymore as it runs. 40 seconds. 39, 38, and the clock is ticking, and the Blue Devils are in no hurry. Lanning goes to the sideline, and I think they'll take a delay of the game here. 30 seconds left, 29, 28, 27 as they tick it down. Blue Devils leading 20 to 14. We trailed 14 to nothing at the half. Second half, well, just to be honest with you guys, the first half is the worst half I've seen a Lebanon team play in a while. Second half has been the best I've seen them play in a while.
Well, it's funny how the ebb and flow of this football game has gone. Lebanon takes the 5-yard delay of game penalty, 18.7 seconds to go in the game. Lebanon takes the delay, and they've backed it up 5 yards, so we will huddle. Let's see what we're going to do here. Lebanon now has taken a timeout to make sure they've got the right play in the game. Terry Stafford, once again, give us those numbers on Chad Lanning, particularly in that second half. It has been remarkable.
Tommy, what a turnaround from the first half. I'm going to let everybody hear the numbers on the first half. Chad Lanning, 3 of 11, 21 yards in the first half. In the second half, Chad's connected on 10 of 12. 215 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's night and day. That is a complete turnaround.
And so is Lanning gone, the whole ball club is gone.
Well, it has been something to watch here tonight. And we got the feeling, and as I said now, I normally don't say things like that, but we scored that touchdown to tie it up, and we went to commercial. I told you guys, I said, we're going to win this thing. We've got the momentum. We've snared the momentum. Lebanon will send the offense on the field. And we don't, well, let's.
I think we're going to take another delay
Well,
of the game.
Lanning stayed on the sideline thinking we were going to punt. And we'll probably get another delay here.
18.7 seconds.
We don't have enough people.
Now Lebanon going to call a timeout as everything is in disarray. We don't have a center in there. Here comes Steelman on the sideline.
So some miscommunication. John apparently on the sideline.